Everyone, welcome back to iGenPod TV, and thank you so much, iGenPod, to give me this opportunity to interview young and talented kids. So today we have Hunar with us. Before we start to interview Hunar and to get to know more about her, I would like to tell all the parents who are listening to this particular recording and episode that Igen Pod focuses on five main C's of for the kids, which is creativity, critical thinking, communication skills, collaboration, and consciousness. Building these five C's are the main motive in the Igen Pod classes. And while this is happening, we also give chance to all the kids who are part of our platform and who are not part of our platform to actually come and show their talent in various fields. So we have Hunar with us today, who is going to show us a different kind of talent. I think she has picked up communication skills. We will get to know about Hunar now. So Hunar, can you please introduce yourself before we move ahead?
My name is Hunar Bahukina. I am 7 years old and I study in 3rd standard in Mount Carmel Junior School, Anand Niketan, Delhi.
Okay. And that was a good flow. I saw you before we just started. You had a good broad smile on your face, and that really shows that how confident and how comfortable you are in front of the camera. And that's exactly what we do at iGenPod classes, where the kids who join us, we talk to them. There are kids coming from all over the world. They sit together, they talk to each other, they learn to improve their communication skills. And good to have such kind of a kid who is so confident in front of the camera. Thank you so much, Hunar, for introducing yourself. What talent did you pick today for to showing to the world?
My talent is just talking, communicating with others.
Okay, that's great. And you know why it is important?
It's important because sooner or later someone has to communicate with some new people, meeting new people, yeah, like that.
And how old are you, Hunar, to know this?
I'm 7.
You are 7-year-old, and you know the importance of having a good communication skill. That is really, really good. And you know what? Like, I will add my 2 cents to that. Communication skills becomes really, really important when you grow up, because you can learn about subjects, you can learn about technical skills or various other skills, but if you don't know how to communicate, that's it. That's a dampener, and you will not be able to succeed in life. And at the very early stage, and I know your mom is a teacher, and she knows the importance of communication skills, and that's why we are having this conversation, and you are so comfortable. So tell us, Hunar, since when you started focusing on your communication skills to develop these skills?
Like my mom said, that since I was born, I just focused on my communication skills.
Since you were born, you started focusing on your communication skills. That's great. That's great. So what are some it's really early in the age to think about the goals and achievements, that this is what I want to achieve, that is what I want to achieve. So what are some goals which you want to achieve in recent time, or what you want to become in future?
Not sure. Sometimes I think I can become a supermodel or an artist or a singer. Not sure at all.
Okay. Yeah, it keeps changing. I think I always wanted to become an Air Force pilot, and then it kept changing while I grew up, and here I am. I'm working in an IT industry and doing this kind of a work. So it's okay. With age, things improve, things get better. So another thing which I want to know about this, there is one particular topic which everybody is talking about right now, and we would love to hear from you about that topic. That is national education policy. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I've not heard about it a lot. My mom didn't tell me.
Okay. Okay, but can you tell us, like, quickly tell us what national education policy and how much you know about it, and if you can
Yeah.
speak on that, so that we get to know how fluent you are, because it's really important to show the world that we just don't speak, we know how to do our job. Yeah, go ahead.
So, education, I believe, is very important. It's fun to know about the world, meet new people, learn new things, read stories, and make new stories. So, it's important for every one of us to have good education. Education helps us to learn in thinking logically, making decisions, and communicating well. And it also helps us in being creative. Let me give you an example. Like in my EVS chapter on leaves, the chapter is leaves, I did an art activity. I collected a lot of different leaves and then I wanted to compare them. Some sizes were big, some were small, even the textures were different. Some had serrated boundaries, others had not. So I just traced them with my crayons, and that was fun. And it also helped me learn about leaves, its properties, and everything about leaves. And one more, I did a story about a little leaf and included photosynthesis and chlorophyll. So that was also great fun and I learned a lot.
Okay.
So that is what my mama says is the new education policy.
Okay.
Thinking
Yeah.
creatively.
So you are absolutely correct on that part, and I think for your age, she has perfectly, told you in a way that you can understand it, because it's really important to understand things. And exactly, like, logical reasoning, critical thinking, and understanding that why we are learning something, that's what we are missing in the current education system, and that's what your mom has told you in a very, very nice way, that this is what it is all about. Coming back to, I also want to understand that how this communication skill have helped you till date. I know there is a lot of benefit which you are going to receive from it, because let me give you this compliment. Okay, the way you speak and the way you pause at the right time, the vocabulary you have, and the way you are speaking at this early stage, it's really good. Keep on building on this, and you are going to become a great orator. And once you become a great orator, I think it helps you a lot in future. But how has it helped you in the current time, or in the past? Like, can you give us some example?
Like it has helped me in a lot of things. It has helped me win competitions and bag prizes. And I'm also a bit popular in school. And
Okay.
and it has also helped me in achieving in becoming the brand ambassador of a children's newspaper.
That's
So I think it will help me in everything in my life.
correct, correct, correct. And I think you have a good clarity on that part. Do you by any chance have your one of your parent near you? I would like to
Yeah,
talk to them
she's here.
also. Yeah.
Oh, it's it's all right.
All right.
She's here.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good, ma'am. And brilliant kid you have. Like, she's really very, very confident. The way she speaks and the way she communicates. It's very, very clear. And I think she has a great parent, as you, who has actually who is actually focusing on the right set of skills, and knows that education, just learning subjects and marking up subjects is not all, and there are other skills which you should actually garner in the early stage. Can you throw some light on this? Like, how did you why this thought process, and why you wanted Hunar to be different from other kids, and how did you do this till this point of time?
See, like she has already told you, I also believe that it is, first of all, a God gift. And yes, I believe all kids usually have that inclination of expressing and, exploring their world. So it is just that we were able to push her and we gave her total freedom to explore, to babble as much as she wanted. And the entire family has always been very happy to be the audience for her. So whenever we have even one person as a guest in the house, she's there to entertain. So people enjoy coming also, that, you know, they will have live entertainment show going on. So I believe all kids are equally capable of doing some wonderful things, but it is just that push, and what we gave at home, the school also complemented. So I think it was a natural process, and when a child shows that she has or he has that talent, it is our duty to just keep encouraging and keep honing that skill.
I'm listening to you, but I'm looking at her expression during this whole time. And coming back to some of the points you mentioned on this part. So one thing which I also think is really important, that you know, when kids are in the really early stage of life, they actually try to express and they actually try to be free. And you think parents play a very important role in this part, to let them be and let them you know, express their feelings. And there is a difference between some kids who are not able to express that good of a way, and they actually lag in these particular things. So what is your advice to the parents who actually have you know, early stage kids with them, and they actually can help them to improve on their communication skills?
Yeah, I believe for those who are just starting as young parents, it is very easy for you. The job is very easy for you. Keep talking to them. Even though you see a baby around you, that is totally okay. They keep picking up those cues. So that the talking part is very important. And for kids like her, who already have started on a journey, I believe as parents and as the family around, we can create a culture of communication. So it is not interrogating the child that he or she has to speak. It is about we also talking to them about what we felt, about what we didn't like, maybe in our job, and how was our day, and what do I plan to do. And so if I encourage her to listen to me, then I also give her that kind of an ear. So, you know, it's both ways. So just telling them to talk will not work. We need to do the talking and we need to listen. That is very important. So once they understand that what they're going to say is acknowledged, then I think there will be a greater motivation to speak.
Correct, and I think she has learned a lot of things from you, and she is just copying you the way you are also speaking. And another thing, ma'am, like I wanted to understand how important as a role that school has played in her development of this skill. If you can throw some light on that.
Yeah, sure. I think the school has played a great role, because like as all parents, we also felt our kid is good at everything. So that is not the point. So when she was in play school itself, you know, the teachers identified this skill, that, you know, she's a little different from others. If others can say 2 lines in a particular way, she can do it a little better. So they gave her a lot of opportunities. So even in play school, she was anchoring and she was conducting their entire annual days. So I think that was amazing. We never taught her about the continents of the world and all, but the play school did. And same with Mount Carmel, where she has been since the last 4 years. The teachers spend a lot of hours with all the kids. So especially if suppose she gets selected for a competition, it is not just the parents who are doing the work. It is not just the child. The teacher spends an equal amount of hour training her, you know, how to do that little smile and where to use your blow. And so all those stage nitty-gritties, the school has also contributed. Since we don't take any classes otherwise, it is the house and the school.
Correct. And apart from that, ma'am, what all competitions, like, you know, you told, I was about to ask you, like, when did you figure out this particular talent in her? You clearly mentioned in this particular answer. Apart from that, I want to know, like, what all competitions she tries to participate, and how do you get to know about them? Is it just through the school you try to participate in the competitions, or you participate otherwise also?
The new normal has been very encouraging also in lot of regards. So yes, till that time it was only school who kind of, push you forward with the competitions. But now, since we are here online, everything is happening. So just like we got to know about Aginport, the wonderful job you're doing with regards education and the testimonials that the students and parents gave. So that is how we knew about you. So we met you. And similarly, we have found few more events. So she concentrates more on the poetry and the oration because that is her key strength. And she really likes to create stories. So she makes up stories. So the creativity and the fancy things and everything goes there. So we have few friends who keep encouraging. So we have those competitions also where storytelling is involved.
Correct. And Hunar, I want to know from you and your mom, like you said, storytelling is something which you are really interested in and you participate a lot. So tell me one thing, like as for me, it's really important that we read a lot to be a good storyteller. So do you read a lot also, or what do you do in your spare time apart from school or other things? Like what do you do apart from your school time?
You said right that I read a lot. I do read a lot. If my mama doesn't disturb me in the day, I could read 3 whole books in one day.
Okay.
Novels, I mean.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
She is one kid whom you will always find with a book. And you know how, I'll just give you that thing, how we got her into reading. Because she is, like you are just watching her, she's always doing something. She's full of activity. So it is very tough for us to make her sit still and say, have some nap and do anything. So you just give her a book and then you have Zen-like peace at home. And she will not talk. She doesn't get disturbed. She can eat whatever you have to give her. She will keep eating. She will keep reading. And she doesn't want TV. She doesn't want anybody. So you just give her a book, and whenever we are on road trips, we have the best road trips, we just give her a book. So she keeps reading and we keep enjoying. So she never disturbs us.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes what happened lately now, she has stopped enjoying, like we used to go out at night and dinners. So when kids are young, they like to explore and look around, but that stage is over. So now even when we are dancing on the disco floor, you will find her reading her book. She'll take her little light and she will be reading. Like on her birthday, we were the ones doing the party and she was still sitting there reading. So the friends were feeling, what is this? What have you made of her? But I think that is what is giving her all that confidence.
Yep.
And she talks like the characters she reads about.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to act them actually.
Yeah, let me tell you something funny.
Yeah.
I like to act like Mr. Bean.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And I think, ma'am, two most important points which came out in this conversation is one is that she reads a lot, and another thing that you always let her, to express herself, to speak out and clearly, and that those things have really helped her. Any other advice you want to share with the parents who are watching this? You know, it's great to know all of these things because it helps the students a lot. Because I'll tell you one thing, at Aginpod classes also we promote this thing a lot that the kids should read, kids should actually speak, and we make sure that whatever they are learning in the class, they are actually implementing it in the next class. So, any other advice which you would like to share with the parents who are watching this before we end this episode?
Yeah, sure. I think books is definitely the first thing. They are the best friends. And we can have that culture of communication at home. And we can acknowledge what the kids have to say, take their advice sometimes. They feel appreciated and then they start thinking that logically and giving those creative decisions. And most important is that we need to engage them in learning activities that are rich in communication, rich in thinking. Like she gave that example of EVS. So whatever the kid is engaged in, it's our job just to make it a little more stimulating. So those little ideas, if we keep in mind, then all of us can do it.
Okay. And thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing that with us. It was lovely to meet you, Hunar. Thank you so much for taking time out, ma'am and Hunar. We will keep in touch and we'll keep interacting in the future. Have a great day ahead and wish you the best for your future. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure was ours.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.